Offense with a fresh set of downs. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw. He finds his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Leaves it with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on his defense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Looking deep. Got his man downfield. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. First down here for the offense. Running back goes in motion. Pulled and finds his man on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Lopez to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Jaguars with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Pulls it in. It's Thomas.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They're going to throw it again. Going for it all. Ball in the air, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. He'll start this drive firing. Makes a catch at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Number 86.
How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to East Carolina. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're trying. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Quarterback moving. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Lopez wants to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On 4th down, going to the air. The completion well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Jaguars are moving quickly down the field.
The end of the first quarter with the score: Jacksonville State 14, South Alabama 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The inside handoff. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Wide out in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Quarterback keeps it. And the Jaguars will keep this drive going. From that spot on the field, it almost takes the decision out of it. You almost have to go for it.
Well, you think about what punting gives you. Punting, you could end up with 15, 20 yards. That would be awful. So you have to go for it. Put your offense on the field. Listen, this is the situations where you trust your offense. If you want to score a lot of points and you want to listen to analytics, you absolutely go for this.
They'll try the run. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. Got his man down the middle. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get it.
Hey, that's a live ball. And the offense falls on the football, but they are short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways. And the offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
Looking to go up top on first down. Coming after it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Scrambling away. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to get to it.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes. So you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Paul, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here's the handoff. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely,
looking deep down the right side. And that pass is intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Lopez wants to fire. Quarterback adapted. Looking down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. He's going to pass. That's reeled in. It's Malone. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the
strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Lopez to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Jaguars will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Pressure coming. Buys a little time. Took a shot as he threw. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll go to the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Jacksonville State 21, South Alabama 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They go to the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Oh, they knock him free. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. Now let's see if we can go out and make this thing interesting, put some plays together, maybe get an onside kick. Who the heck knows?
The give from the gun. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They'll ride the hot hand. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And, guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. They're setting up the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Using his feet. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Trying to take it back. The 20. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
You still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell. A good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for room. It's Malone. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also,
wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
and I'm looking on the field right now, I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The handoff, keep working on that clock.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Dances away from the heat. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. The give to the lone running back. Shakes off a tackler. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he'll make the catch at the 15. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The give to the single back. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Now on the return.
Return is tackled down at the 34. And your South Alabama Jaguars will take over 1st and 10.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Going up top on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Lopez wants to fire. On the run, still looking. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he reels it in inside the 30. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's taking the deep shot. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect